And it looks like we're live. Hey guys, this is Jared Jarvis. I'm here today with Renee Broma and Leanne Mason. If you guys were not here for our class last night, and I'm unfortunately among them, then I would definitely recommend going and watching the replay because from everything I've heard, and I've just gotten to watch the tiniest little bit, it was amazing, you guys definitely need to be able to hear it and be able to see it. So we love coming to you guys. We love bringing new content to you guys on a consistent basis. And here we are today, as we were talking before we got started and went live about some of the things that come up in life. And there's all kinds of things. So where do we want to start?
I can start with that one. First, I want to start with our disclaimer. We are not doctors. We cannot diagnose or treat. We are educators here to share our experiences and where to find information. And this subject came up because, we were ending class last night and my phone rang and I answer it. And the first thing I hear is, "We are okay. I'm gonna cry, but can you come over?" Now, those are the things a mom does not want to hear and does want to hear. Like, we want to hear that we are needed, that and there was a small accident where the 2-year-old threw a book at the 4-year-old, hit him in the face, lots of blood. So uh my daughter's husband took our grandson to the emergency room, and my daughter just had a baby like not even 2 weeks ago. So she's like, "Can you come over?" Of course. Of course I can. And so I just grabbed my bag and I drove over and I helped clean up and helped calm her, helped calm the 2-year-old, helped hold the baby. Of course, the baby spits up all over, had to clean up some more stuff there. But, if you think about it, she had a lot of stress hormones going through her. So now the baby's got that going on. Um, and what I love is I got there, got everything kind of going, and my daughter pulls out oils to calm the 2-year-old because he kept talking about the blood and kept saying, I sad, because he caused his brother pain, right? But it was so beautiful to watch how she was able to she pulled out Steady to like calm him and then put Steady on him. And I think Serenity was the other one. But having those oils that can help immediately. Now, I wasn't there when all the action happened, but whenever you have blood flowing, I'm going to tell you helichrysum is one of those things that helps your body to stop that flow of blood quickly because we want to help staunch that pretty quickly. Uh,
Another one, if you don't have helichrysum, is cedarwood is also very supportive of that. That is my
Cedarwood or
son's
cypress?
go-to. No, cedarwood.
Oh, cypress would help with flow. Now that
Yes.
I think about it, sorry. I'm
Yes.
like I'm a little on the exhausted side because I wasn't able to get home they didn't get home from the hospital till after midnight, and then I was able to come home. But I wake up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't matter what time I go to bed, I'm up at 6. And so I've just been a little brain dead. And so things that I've helped to support my body today is my VMG, my vitamins, minerals, and greens. I just put on some Motivate to kind of help wake me up and perk me up for this because right before we started this, I took like a 20-minute nap and I kind of came to the computer like this. What are some go-to things for you guys when you have those life emergencies that happen?
So for me, we have multiple kits around our house. And if you guys missed it, I think it was last week we did our kits for every occasion class. So if you missed it and you want that information, comment kit. We have multiple kits around our house that are set up for various things. I didn't grab it because we didn't necessarily today we didn't really talk about what we were doing ahead of time, so I didn't grab it. I have carry cases. Rone, I know you have yours that have all the different oils in just small little rollers. So that's kind of my go-to with that. We have a different one for sports. We have different ones for various things. But I have my go-tos. And I think you can still get these little keychains that go on purses and bags. And I do stuff mine a little full. It comes with 8, and then I stick 3 more down the middle so that I have those go-to oils. And for me, this one is my emotional support one. So it has like balance and frankincense and serenity, and it has motivate, has citrus bliss. So lavender. So those oils that support more of that for me for emotional support, adaptive, copaiba. So that's kind of my emotional go-to kit that goes on every bag, and it sits on my desk until I leave, and then it goes with me.
And I love this idea of the kits. That really just makes that so easy. But one of the things that happens when we're talking about some of these things that come up in life is the tendency that we all have to kind of go blank in that moment where all of a sudden you're thinking, I know this, I know what to use when these things come up. And so we also want to make sure that you guys know that there are lots and lots of easy resources available to you, because I can't tell you how many times I thought, oh my gosh, I know exactly what to use, I know exactly what to be able to pull out in that time, but for whatever reason I draw a blank. And so I've been able to just flip open my book, I read and summarize in 30 seconds and go, okay, well, yeah, that confirms what I already knew. It confirms what I was already thinking. I grab that bottle and I'm out the door. I can go take care of whatever it is that's going on.
Oh, he just froze.
My
Yep.
go-tos on a real regular basis for my own personal things. And if you guys were here for our clue class a couple weeks ago, where we talk about body parts, body systems, and
Oh,
of
Jared, there we
identifying
go.
if that class that we did for Clue, where we go through this backwards way of identifying, kind of the body parts and body systems. A few of my favorite oils that I use consistently because I know some of my own issues. Breathe, my serenity, my balance, my deep blue. These are all oils that are hero products for me that really they come through in a bind.
Can we talk
Yeah.
about the names of those just really quickly? So if you're having trouble breathing, guess what? Grab the breathe. If you're having trouble with your balance, grab balance. Like inner ear stuff, you can put balance right along here or along your spine. Digest Zen. It helps to bring your digestive system to balance. Serenity helps with calming everything. On guard helps to put your body on guard to protect it from different things. I love how doTERRA has named it everything. We have peace, which brings peace to your mind. We have
Forgive,
oh,
console, motivate, cheer. Like, yeah, I totally love that. And then in the kids collection, right? Thinker, calmer, steady, tamer. Tamer is the
brave,
tummy
strong.
blend, right?
Yeah.
Stronger. So Jared was talking about resources. And so this is one of my favorites. And they're actually going away from book form, but I will drop
The
uh
Wellness Nook.
yep, the link to the wellness link, because guess what, guys? It's on my phone. That book is on my phone, and I'm able to go to it on the go because I don't necessarily want to carry the book around, right?
Along with many other books. It's a wellness library that is I think it's 50 or $60 a year, but you have that at your fingertips because it's right on your phone.
Yeah, so I love it. So I dropped the link there for you guys to check that out. Again, you can find most of these books also at Oil Life, which is you can get the Wellness Nook subscription through that link or the actual books that are still available. You can find some of them on Amazon as well.
There's also
So,
aromatools.com.
yes, yes. So, I'm going to drop the link to our upcoming classes because I actually get to go to Minnesota in a couple of weeks. And so, Jared is going to take over class and run the Zoom and all the fun stuff. But he's going to teach an emergency preparedness class, which I absolutely love. So I'm going to drop the link. Here's a hint. If you want to save the $5, message one of us and we'll send you the link to attend for free. We love doing these classes. Sometimes, like last night, we feel prompted to give the whole class available here on Facebook. So go back and look at some of the videos we've posted before and see if there might be a class that you're interested in.
Also, the class last night was very different than we normally do. Normally, we are very much about the essential oils and supplements, and this one is very spirit led. So it was a wonderful class. I loved being a part of that class.
Yeah, we talked about spiritual wellness and mind, body, spirit, but we talked about Bibles or oils of the Bible. We talked about our strengths. We talked about, I mean, it was cool. It was a very different, like Rone said, class and very cool. Um, if you have never considered using essential oils in your spiritual practice, definitely check out that class. So, any other things, you guys? Because we're getting ready for summer. I know our school got out last week. Some of my friends' kids are getting out this week. Are you ready for summer? Do you have your mineral sunscreen? Do you have your first aid kit? Do not leave them in your car. Take them in and out. What other
Sure to
quick
stay, make sure to
tips?
stay hydrated with your hydration pack. doTERRA has really great non-sugar loaded ways to stay hydrated versus the commercially purchased that has fake dyes in it ways to stay hydrated.
Yeah,
See how I was so compliant there?
that was so good. Any other thoughts, Jared?
I love what Renee was just saying. Staying hydrated is so important, especially as we're going into the hotter months. We actually will see an improvement in the ability of the oils to function the way that we expect them to when we're properly hydrated. So maybe you're thinking, hey, you know what? Some of these things aren't working the way that they've worked in the past. Hydration might be one of those keys. And, there's so many other different tips and things that come about from just, making sure that we're getting good nutrition, getting good food, getting good hydration, and really just making sure that we're taking care of ourselves, mind, body, spirit, all of it.
Oh, I did just think of something that would be good to have in your back pocket for emergency preparedness with helping. I am planning on heading back over to my daughter's today. She sent me a message saying everybody has caught something. They've got, they're all tired and their noses are runny. Well, there's a lot of stress. There was a lot of lack of sleep and there's just been a lot of change with baby. We've got a less than 2 week old baby there. And so I'm planning on heading over there and doing Symphony of the Cells and or Aroma Touch, depending on which one they muscle test for. So having some of those in your back pocket where you have a protocol of layering essential oils on the back and feet to support the body system in multiple ways. Immune system function is one of those, but also getting targeted with body systems using the Symphony of the Cells is a really good way. And you can find that book on the Wellness Nook, or you can purchase it from, like if you want a hard copy, there's several different places to purchase that from.
I love that. So as you said that, I also thought about the fact that doTERRA has a great summer drink idea with essential oils. If you have those kiddos that struggle because they need flavor, get stainless still. Get not maybe glass for your kiddos, but stainless still. And put a few drops of either a citrus or a citrus with a mint or lemon, in the water. But I'm going to drop in the comments a recipes for some summer ideas. I just did notice that it is a little bit out of date because it says the greens. Do you know what, guys? Our VMG is our great supplement that is vitamins, minerals, and greens. So when it says doTERRA greens, just substitute the VMG and that will work fantastic. Then you're also giving them an extra boost of those supplements that they might be running short on.
That's awesome.
All right. Classes this next week, we have our summer fun in the sun, then our foundational wellness made simple. We're going to go over the foundational wellness, which always includes the VMG plus, our omegas, and our probiotics. I love that what doTERRA is doing is helping us refocus on targeted support. So if there's specific systems that you need, come to that class with your questions and we'll help give you to targeted support. And then emergency preparedness. And our last class in June this month will be Sizzle and Spritz, which will be our fun grilling and foodie one, because you guys know I'm a foodie.
I'm so excited for that one because you always come up with excellent recipes. I might have one or two though that I plan on sharing.
Very cool. All right, guys. Thank you once again for joining us. Get your drink ideas. Let us know if you find a favorite.